about to find out.
Well, I mean, last time we were alive for
There we go.
And then I can heal him using my EPS power conduit technology focus.
That's what's on the air. Hi, everyone. Welcome to USS Payette. We're a little late because, new venue, and we're trying new stuff, and sorry about that. Hey, welcome.
We were stuck behind a train.
You were stuck behind a train. Welcome to the USS Payette. We're on the Dice Guys Network on Twitch, and welcome to my fellow asshats. How's everyone's 2 weeks?
Good.
Yeah? Everyone had a good 2 weeks?
Show.
Full of ass hattery.
Full of ass hattery? Nice.
Yep. They played in my role-playing game, and they fought immediately. It was the first thing that they ever did.
Yeah. Thanks. How was it?
Sam won.
Punched him right in the face.
Nice.
Bullshit.
How about you? You recovering okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I may have hit the Romulan ill a little bit too hard last night.
Nice.
I'm recovering.
Typical.
All right. So let's do a quick just intro, character names and rank, or better, let's face it, rank isn't all that big a deal. Let's do character name and position on the ship.
Okay. I'm Varya Yesikov, Chief Security Officer of USS Payette.
Commander Devin Zanny. I am the captain of the USS Payette. I am also Lieutenant Walsh, who's our con officer.
Lieutenant Sofek, Science Officer of the USS Payette.
I'm Gert Khan, Chief Engineer of the USS Payette, and when the need arises, I also play the Payette herself.
Oh yeah, and I'm.
This guy.
Okay.
Hey.
Cute.
Oh great! I'm into it when the finger guns come out.
Yeah.
It's- Everyone who watches me is like, yeah, the finger guns. All right, so I'm the GM Tim. I'm the rest of the galaxy, essentially.
You're pretty much the universe, gods, everything.
Yeah.
Q, the
I'm
holodeck.
Q. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please don't give my ideas about Q.
And I'm
Yet.
working on a way to bring Q into this game. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm
Can you
working
be a
on it.
lesser Q and be P?
Oh my god, get out! No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we left on kind of a cliffhanger last game. Sofek, can we get a little bit of a recap there?
I'm being assimilated.
Yeah,
That was definitely a brief recap.
that was a
Thank
brief
you.
recap. Thank you.
The
Thank you for
rest
that.
is superfluous to what happened.
Yeah, so you guys had found you found. Oh, I think we are shooting out of. You saw a Borg cube come shooting out of the nebula. Jeez, wow! I just suddenly shut off. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was like a star bed where new stars were forming, and as we investigated, we found this Borg cube from a weird signal close to one of the forming planetoids or whatever it was, stardust. Doesn't really matter. But the Borg cube was completely busted and broken, so we thought it would be a good time to gain more information, since at this time in our history, we've only encountered the Borg, Wolf 359,
The Battle of Sector 001.
right, so there's been a couple instances.
No, not yet.
001 was immediately after Wolf 359.
Wait,
That's sleep. I
The
was outside of Earth.
the one that happens with the Enterprise E.
No. Just after 359, they end up at Earth and they go sleep, and then it blows up.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay.
in any case, we sent an away team onto the Borg cube to get some information from their data nodes. In that happening, Sofek got stabbed in the neck while we were trying to retreat, and is now in the process of being assimilated. However, we got him back onto the shuttle and flew back to our ship.
I wanna
Yeah.
Make sure that the Asikov knows it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Purely Tim's fault.
Okay, so you're back on the ship. Sofek is being rushed to medic bay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm running him to medical bay.
Okay, so you're helping push the
Yeah.
gurney. Yeah.
I'm going to go to engineering with the 4 nodes.
Okay.
The 4 Borg nodes, and see if we can pull anything out of them that might help with the situation.
Okay.
I will head to the bridge to take over command and watch the Borg cube, and make sure Yesikov stays in contact with me on his situation.
I'm
All right.
unconscious.
Yes, you are. Okay, so as you rip up to the bridge, you get there just in time to see on the view screen the Borg cube do that really creepy cube. You know the cube twist where it's like it's really unnecessary for this thing to turn in like.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
There's
for
no
it.
reason except for the fact that it really looks eerie as hell when it happens. So that's what happens. It turns towards you, and you see a beam come shooting, and it goes right by the ship. It missed.
They can't aim yet. Walsh? Hi, Captain! Get us out of here! I say to him that. Engage. So, yeah, I order Walsh to get us out of this cluster.
Great. Give me a pilot check, please.
Mr. Lieutenant Walsh is a pretty darn good pilot. His control is 11, and his con is wow. That just like slid right down. His con is 5,
Are we
so
going to
that's 2 successes. Yes, we are going
An
to
additional
warp.
success because we have an advanced warp core.
Awesome. So that will be 3.
Okay, so do you remember I told you it's like really staticky in this sector? Like this, you can't go to warp. You can start to pull away though.
Cool. We are pulling away.
Yeah.
At maximum impulse.
Yeah. And the Borg cube is following. It's pacing you.
Oh, I don't like that.
That said, Zanny, the Borg cube is pacing at such a way that, like, the only way I can describe it to give you like a visual, but it's not quite accurate. It just gives you the proper sort of association. Do you remember in Galaxy Quest when they first leave space dock and they're getting like a little too close and it's
It's drunkenly following us.
so it's kind of doing that. Like it seems to be at like a weird angle while it's following you. Like
Right.
like it's still doing that weird kind of creepy spin thing.
So it recognizes that we're a threat, but it can't quite coordinate itself.
Yep.
It's drunken monkeying us.
Essentially. And at that, why don't we make sure everyone's got their dices and their bits and pieces.
Determination.
So, it's a new episode, so I am giving you new determination.
I burned through all of mine.
I think we all did.
I think you all did, yeah. Okay. So, you're getting one each for... Prime Directive.
Yeah.
And you're getting a second for... and I named this one, Holy Crap the Borg.
New mission directive. Holy crap, the Borg.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I get my...
Search for Sofek.
Search for Sofek. Okay, so...
That'll be our live stream for like a 3-hour, 4-hour game marathon. It'll be like a 24-hour charity stream where it's a surf.
Actually, I think what we're gonna do. I had an idea. I thought we should do some Star Trek watching. So we should watch
great.
and it was your idea.
Yeah,
I think.
comment.
We should watch, and you don't really get to watch it because we can't because copyright. But you get to watch us watch it and comment and make fun of the whole way through. Mostly because this one over here has seen only like a handful of episodes of Next Generation, so we thought that would be fun.
Big TOS person.
Yeah. I'm watching TOS for the first
Yeah.
time. Anyways, shocker, off topic again. No, really? Us?
What?
Never. Okay.
Currently searching for the topic.
Ah,
That
I
burn.
mean,
episode 4. Search for the topic.
Okay.
Well, if it's all right, I think I'm gonna ask Jessica report to the bridge immediately. We might have to fight the Borg.
But sir, he's not stable yet.
The doctor can handle that. Get your ass to your post.
Oh, I see you critical.
no, it's just a really short one.
Okay. And as you say that, the ship slams to a halt as a tractor beam hits it. And hits it hard. I got 4 successes there, I think.
If that critical counts, then yes.
Yeah.
4 would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our scale.
All right.
Ooh, is Ensign Beagle on the bridge? He would have.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Oh, sir. Tractor beam.
Ensign Beagle, target that tractor beam and fire.
Okay.
You can do it, Ensign.
I know I can. I was just told not to hit the red button.
Not the red button. It's fire phaser.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Can I have my dice back?
This is more Galaxy Quest at the moment than it is Star Trek.
Ensign Beagle's pretty kick butt. He's my favorite NPC I think I've made in a while. So we're going to make sure that this is... There we go. Oh, I see a 4 and is that an 11 or a 17?
That's
and then
11.
And then I'm going to roll for the ship. Ship critical.
Oh, okay.
Beagle is on point.
So Beagle just like, oh, okay, sir. And he kind of does a couple like, and it just kind of like, from the outside of the ship, you see the kind of like the really cool, like, I love that. I love the phasers.
Oh, because we got phaser array. Not,
Yeah. So you got the phaser array. So it does the nice like, right? Like, and it does it a couple times, and it hits kind of like pinpoint. So he hits 3 spaces around, and the whole thing just kind of like blows a triangle hole where the tractor beam used to be. Now you can see the Borg start to like automatically. It starts to like recompose
Regenerate?
itself.
Yeah.
But it is going to take some time.
And we're out of the tractor beam.
And you got a little bit of a lurch. With that, though, your impulse overloads.
Gurkhan!
On it, sir. So when the ship halted, I was going to be on my way to the bridge. Now I'm going back to engineering.
Well, you were going to engineering to do something with the nodes.
To drop the nodes off, and then I'm guessing by the time I got there, the ship had been hit by the tractor beams.
Yeah, when you got to engineering, you got hit by the tractor beam.
And that's when I started making my way to the bridge.
Yeah.
Then I got ordered to fix impulse. So back to engineering.
Okay.
Just stay in engineering.
On the
That's your
bridge.
area.
Isn't engineering behind the bridge?
Yeah,
Like
pretty
8
much.
Yeah,
stories
like
down.
it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
huh?
8 stories down.
I thought it was just literally behind.
It's
Were we
the
gonna
warp
put in,
core
like,
is
air
vertical.
holes?
The warp core is
Oh, okay.
vertical. I could climb up to the bridge, but
I just picture him like, "Tss. Here, guard these. Okay, I'll be on the bridge. Tss. All right, never mind, I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
So I got to attempt to improve, repair impulse.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, well, I got no values that will help this, but so I'm gonna diagnose and repair impulse as best as I can, and maybe see if I can get us a little bit of boost on our impulse. But I don't want a jury rig, but I want a jury rig something.
Don't jury rig the engines for the love of God.
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious. Go to sleep. Lay down on the floor. I'm just gonna try to fix them first. Try to repair the engineering impulse systems. 2 dice. And I'm not spending anything on this because we don't have any momentum.
There's no momentum at the moment. No.
Oh,
Oh.
that didn't
Oh.
work out.
That's rough.
I'm gonna spend a determination.
Okay.
Fix it right or whatever that is.
Fix it.
Fix it. Fix it now.
This is
Fix it,
more
fix it
of
now.
a crazy plan is better than no plan.
You could also probably
For
use,
that.
oh shit, it's the Borg.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I actually do burn it with my veteran status. I do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try this one more time.
So the veteran status, he gets to roll a d6, and if he rolls a 6, he gets to keep the determination that he spends.
It's because he's old.
Yeah, I get that talent instead of an additional talent.
True.
You get for normal, or you can take green, which means you can count any talent for one scene.
Right. Yeah.
One more time. It's a bit better.
It's
2
a bit better,
successes.
yeah. Okay. 2 successes is enough to get started, not enough to do it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
going, though.
Sofek, we're going to switch you to the doctor, because you were
Jeez.
playing your doctor, right?
Do you have the doctor?
Yes, I have a doctor.
We have learned I do not get this characters anymore, although now that we're playing here, they can stay here.
That's right. This is Lieutenant Commander Valak.
She's the Vulcan.
I need to know what all these do.
Bajoran.
Bajoran.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
Bajoran.
that's okay.
I messed up when I was writing the character sheet. My bad.
So, if we get 2 into the talents, can I just get a medical roll from the doctor, please? On Sofek. Now, you're rushing to... Okay.
The bridge, yeah.
So we'll get to you in the next round.
Okay. After making sure that the doctor is fine with.
It will be a...
You're in my hair, Lieutenant.
Nice. Oh my god, that's perfect. Yeah.
Sorry. make sure that he's okay, please. Can't lose somebody else.
She's shaking.
It probably would
And I
be.
like turn around and I'll just start booking it back up to the
About to
bridge.
grab a sedative on you.
Stefan actually gets to play like emotion.
Yeah. He'll be in
I was trying to
challenge,
switch
right?
off of Michael Star.
Ow!
I didn't even catch it. I'm happy I didn't catch it. I'll watch the YouTube video later.
Yeah. That be.
So it's what in medicine?
It's going to be insight and medicine.
I think that's 11, so 2 successes.
I tried to make her a pretty good doctor.
Yeah, you did make a pretty good doctor. Okay, so, so your doctor figures that out about Sofek.
Hey, not cursive.
Yeah, I remembered.
All right.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Call it. Time of death. He's done.
That's not your threat, right?
No, this is the extra
That's
pool.
extra pool. I want to run a deep tissue scan to find out what is going on inside of Sofek.
Okay, cool. That'll be a reason and medicine. I would say, yeah.
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 Makes sense.
2 successes.
2 successes. So it's going to take more than just like one task. It's going to take some time, but you're well on your way. Okay. Zanny.
I'm going to use my commander ability to actually give my turn to Walsh. Because I want him to pilot again.
Okay.
And I direct him to use evasive maneuvers.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get hit by a tractor beam again.
Yeah.
So he's going to take a pilot test. And increases difficulty due to... We're not in an environment, so push limits doesn't matter. But he does have precise evasion. If you succeed at the evasion action task, you may spend 2 momentum, which we don't have. Okay, I guess that doesn't matter either. Darn it. I was trying cool stuff. Anyways, his flyboy is... So that is a critical success, as well as a success. So 3 successes overall.
3 successes.
Yes, and we go into evasive action. Because I'm like, Walsh, take evasive action. He's like, hey, Captain. And he like hard hand breaks the thing up and into a dive.
Does he have like a manual handbrake? Has he installed a handbrake? We're starting to play. This less Galaxy Quest, and it's actually more like Orville. It's the Orville. I'm okay with that. That's a damn good show. Okay.
Hard dive.
All right. So he's trying to go basically under, right?
Yeah, just, oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys start to evasive action. The cube seems to try and keep like a vector on you. It's doing like a twist to kind of follow. It seems to be able to track you perfectly.
Well, the only thing I'd say we're now in evasive action is take us to the nearest warp point.
That's outside, and you've got to wait for the engines to work better before you can...
Better to be close than staying here and
All right,
and
so
wait
you're
to
on
get
your
shot.
way. You're only at about quarter impulse, though, so it's having no problem. This thing is having no problem keeping up with you. It has not fired on you again. Nor has it seemed to try any of the other tractor beams.
I don't think we have enough firepower to blow up a Borg cube.
I guess I'll get to the bridge and go, no, we don't.
That's literally what... Yeah.
Beagle, take science station.
Okay.
You hear the Klingon saying, yelling from engineering green lights.
He's totally touching your stuff.
Oh. I guess Zanny will... that's me. I'll go into my computer station and... what's between us and the nearest warp point? I want to...
Lots of gases.
Lots of gases?
Yeah.
Things we can hide in?
Yeah, there's a dense pocket. You'll lose your sensors, but chances are so will they.
Yeah, so... guess what?
Keep in mind, everything is kind of like Wrath of Connie right now, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's got that, like, just static. You can see it, then you can't. Then you can see it, then you can't.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find a gas pocket that's good for us to hide in.
318 Mark 459.
Perfect.
I wonder how many times we've said those.
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
How many times have we been through an 8? That's the name of our podcast.
It's
now.
like it's
Star
like
Trek
it's
through
like
8.45.
the it's like the you can never turn left.
Yeah. It's always in that direction.
It's always
How
in that
convenient.
direction.
It's pre-programmed into the computer console.
That's why Mevin is always on your tail because she
God,
knows your
Mevin.
style.
For those who don't know, Mevin's a Romulan. She keeps coming up. Ugh, he plays a really good Romulan. Anyway, I go, Walsh, we need
Hi,
to,
Captain.
sorry, laughing gas.
Yeah.
We need time to repair. Head towards these coordinates.
I
Yesakov,
getcha.
Yesakov, get the shields on a rotating frequency.
That's right. Beep boop.
Head them over.
Beep boop. She says that too.
Yes,
Sir, why can I never say beep boop, but you can?
When you become chief security officer,
Oh.
you can say beep boop too.
Fair enough.
Focus on scanning.
Want to get another one?
Menacing more.
Medicining more.
Menacingly. Yeah, screw it.
I mean, not incorrect.
Drugs!
Either, yeah. Drugs.
Nice. It's got
I think that's
crits,
2 crits, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes, I'm going to use medical equipment. Or
Or-
I know how to use the stuff that I'm using.
Or xenobiology. Alien biology. Because you're an alien and this is biology.
You could also use, I would let neuroptics or even resuscitation.
Looks like all those
So,
bits seem
yeah,
to be redundant.
Definitely, you've got multiple possible uses.
I'll go with medical equipment.
Okay.
I know the
You know
equipment
how to
in
use
this
your
med
stuff.
bay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as you...
So I got 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, so you are going to get 1 momentum, which is why you couldn't do it last time. So you're well on your way, but you couldn't. So with this, you're able to tell that the nanites seem to be immortal.
For a second, I thought you said emotive. I was like, I don't remember to have an emotion.
No, immortal.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh, they're not moving.
Okay. So they're just like floating there.
For lack of a... Okay, so it's not quite the accurate term. Inert.
Okay. So they're in Sophia's bloodstream,
Causing some problems because it's
yeah,
foreign
foreign
body.
body, yeah.
Yeah.
but they're just kind of going with the flow of the regular bodily functions.
Yeah. Do you want to spend that to get more information?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna keep the 1 momentum because we might need it.
Okay.
No.
Way to be a
Momentum.
team player and kill yourself.
Well, no, so that's the thing. You might want to contact the bridge.
You're busy. I'm busy.
Okay. What would you like to do next then?
I guess next I'm gonna research. As long as he's stable, right?
Yes.
He's stable.
Critical, but stable.
Critical stable. I'm going to see if there is any way if I could potentially. I guess the nanites are too small to transport out. Ooh, I'm going to draw some of the nanites out of him. I'm gonna take a blood sample.
Yeah.
And take some of the nanites out,
I'm not even going to make you roll for that. I'll just let you do that. Yeah. Okay, cool.
and I'm gonna just analyze them.
That you need a roll for.
All right.
All right. So that one's going to be a task. An extended task.
Okay.
We're going to say it's going to be a magnitude of... You're just looking at them to try and figure them out. So you're not trying to find anything in depth, right? So magnitude of 2. So I need 2 breakthroughs.
All right.
Work of 8. And difficulty... You've never experienced nanites before. You're a specialist in xenobiology for stuff towards the Cardassian War. So this is a new sector for you. I'm going to say difficulty of 3.
I'm a quick study. I ignore anything that I'm unfamiliar with. So I ignore difficulty modifiers
Okay.
on that.
Made a good doctor. Made a good doctor.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I'm looking through.
So does that ignore difficulty increases?
Yeah, it ignores any
we need her on
difficulty
the ship to
increases to
save us.
do with
Yeah.
something that I'm unfamiliar with.
Great. So we'll keep it at difficulty 2 then.
Competent captain.
Yeah, that's nicely done. Yeah, and jerk.
Reason or insight?
This one is reason because you're trying to figure it out, right?
Swish.
I was using xenobiology because it's alien technology.
Yes.
In that case, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So you get 3. I did say it was difficulty 3, right?
Difficulty 2 because of my
2,
thing.
right? Okay, so you get your 3 dice.
For work, it would be his medicine. He'd get 5 dice.
Sorry, you get to roll your medicine for work. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So you got 4 work, not enough for a breakthrough.
No.
But work 8, so you're halfway there. Okay. Gurkhan.
I'm going to keep working on the impulse systems. And because I've been working on them for a while now, I'm going to be testing a theory, which gets me a free 3rd dice.
Okay.
My theory is more power makes us go faster.
Oh my god. Okay, so I should have set this as well earlier. I'm sorry. I didn't set a difficulty or anything like that for you. I think probably the same one as him since you've been working on it for a round already.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
So 3? Or...
Magnitude 2, difficulty 3,
Okay.
work 8.
So then it'll be starting the work, because now I've gotten the panels off, I guess.
Fair enough.
Because I'm still looking at the Borg things that are humming in the corner and actually glowing.
Oh, yeah,
green.
they're still glowing green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before I do that, I'm going to put a containment field around them.
Thank you.
So I'm going to put a level 5 containment field around him and post a guard.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, Beagle 2.
Yeah.
It's a Tellarite, but he gets pissed off when I call him Beagle 2 and he works hard.
Would you knock that off already?
But I know he works harder the angrier he is. So I just jibe him.
You're just like, God damn it!
Well, really, he's just standing Garth, who's angrily standing in front of the force field. Like, swear to God, if I have to deal with anyone coming near me, they're getting a fist in the face.
And I'm chuckling while working on the impulse drives. That's 3 successes.
Okay, that's enough.
And then I
You
get
roll your engineering then, I guess?
Yep. One, 2. In the nick of time, these are all 2, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my god.
Engineer.
Wow.
Yeah. All effects count as an additional 1 for me because I have in the nick of time. I'm doing an extended task.
Okay, well, you did 5, which means that
I did
you...
8.
Yeah. So you did 5, which means you get a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And you reached your work, which means you get a breakthrough. So you've got your 2 breakthroughs.
There we go. Like I said, I tested a theory. The theory is more power equals speed.
As the entire
So Walsh
ship
is-
starts humming.
Yeah. And Walsh is just like, we got power, sir!
The lights just get slightly brighter. The doctor looks up.
Yeah.
Woo! Adjusting inertial dampers.
Yeah.
Adjusting
For
inertial
a
dampers.
second, everyone gets alert. Yeah.
The first officer notices that the dilithium reserves have gone down 10%.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Absolutely. Okay, Yazikov.
I'm working the shields to what did you say?
Oh, remodulate?
Modulate
the shield
frequency.
frequency.
All right. So,
Rotating shield frequency.
should be over here so I keep them separately. They're going to take a shot as I steal initiative.
Rude.
Oh,
I see a 20.
Okay. But I still got 3 successes there, I think.
11 and a 7.
2 successes. That's not enough to hit you, is it?
Not because we did evasive action.
Yeah.
Last.
So I needed 3.
So you need 3, yeah.
And if I can burn 1 to burn off that 20, though.
You have to re-roll it.
I will re-roll that 20.
Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh.
It's a hit, but it's not a critical.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 3.
Page is the ship stuff on.
222? Like for what you can do.
Yeah.
Starts at 222.
Okay.
Just hear me.
That's a lot of dice.
Just hear a random officer. Incoming! Brace for impact!
Yeah.
Yeah, take a pencil to start writing down damage.
I think that's pencil. It's probably pencil. Looks like pencil.
Smells
Looks like pencil.
Pencil.
Okay, so. Ready?
No.
I mean, it is a Borg cutting range. You see what those can do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
It's 2.
And 5s.
2 6s, 2 5s, 2 1s.
Okay, can I have the 4 and the 3? Alright, so we got 1, 2,
That's
3,
about
4, 5, 6, 7.
Does it have an
8,
effect?
9, 10, 11, 12.
Vicious.
One.
Now wait. So it hits. And as it hits, you feel the whole ship rock.
Seatbelts!
It punches through some of the shields.
Okay.
12.
You're going to take a breach.
Mm-hmm.
It does not do 12 full damage. It only does 6.
You gonna erase her then?
Yeah.
So we've taken a breach.
Pardon me, I'm gonna cough. I've been sick. Sorry.
Do we resist any of it because of our size?
Our scale is still 4, so we resist 4, which means it would go from 12 to 4 to 8, which means if it's half, 4 damage.
4 damage.
So that's still a breach, you said.
It does count as a breach.
Yeah.
I know it's not supposed to, but in this case,
Thematic breach.
yeah, and they're supposed to be scary as crap, and they are. But,
Because plot.
well, kind of, yeah. But you also notice that something is very wrong.
We noticed that something with the shot was wrong.
Well, you know that you should be dead.
Yeah.
Yes. Fair.
It hit hard. You saw it hit hard. You felt it hit hard. It did not do the damage that it should have done. Beagle looks, sir, we're alive. Why are we alive?
I don't know. Praise whatever god you worship.
Yes, Spock. I'm kidding.
Pretty sure
Who
he's
would-
still
It's-
alive.
it's-
Who would Beagle cheer for? Who would Beagle praise?
Uh,
Okay, no. Chat room. Who would Beagle praise? If there's anyone in chat room. That's okay.
Skin, whatever residue from that shot. We need to know what happened.
from my chair, you go.
Make science!
Makes sense.
From my chair, I was gonna use it since we just got hit. As a CEO, I'm gonna use the rally ability
Chief Executive Officer.
and basically said to the command crew, "We've been through worse. We haven't been through worse, but we've been through worse and we've made it." And this is specifically designed to get us momentum.
Okay.
So it's a tasks 0 difficulty for my presence in command, and whatever I succeed at, we get momentum. So that's a crit and success.
Nice.
So that'll just give us 3 momentum added to the pool.
So you get 3 momentum into the pool.
Yeah.
Done.
And-
Chat room says Shakari.
Where's that
Yes! Beagle praises Shakari. Done. I'm writing it down so I can't forget.
Who is this chat room and why isn't he talking to me?
Okay. I also enjoy the idea that now I get to come up with why Beagle praises Shakari. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a quick recap so we can kind of set what's going on. So you guys, if you need it, do you need it? Are you good?
We just got hit by a
Crazy
laser.
Borg beam that should have killed us but didn't.
What else?
The nodes are glowing in my corner, so they seem like they have their own internal power supply at least.
Yeah.
We had impulse. We didn't. Now we do. We really do.
Yeah.
We're heading towards a sheltered, nebulous area, trying to find an escape to get to warp.
Or at the very least, hide for a moment so you can fix enough to get out.
Yep.
The Borg are tracking you. Okay. Anything else? All right.
I think that's...
Okay. So, the Borg are going to take one more shot with another tractor beam.
Can we? I never got a turn. Do I get to?
He's still initiative.
Yeah. So does
no.
he retain initiative then?
No,
Do
go
you
ahead.
retain initiative? Okay.
Well, we've been doing it kind of wrong. I'm supposed to
Okay.
get a turn in between each of you,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I've been
Oh,
taking
okay.
one turn around, so that's
Gotcha.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's supposed to be giving you a hint as well.
That
Okay.
we're not all assimilated.
I'm gonna try to modulate the shields then.
Okay.
Control and security task assisted by the ship's structure and engineering. The difficulty of 2. If successful, the ship's resistance is increased by 1, plus an additional 1 for momentum spent, repeatable. Bonus lasts until the next time the ship suffers 1 or more damage after resistance. So,
We can crank this.
what did I just say? It was control and security?
Yeah,
Yeah.
including the ship's
Structure and
security.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my roll. Piss. I'm going to spend one of my
Yeah, to re-roll that 20 I saw.
heal.
Holy crap, it's a Borg.
Holy crap, it's the board.
Yeah,
No!
okay.
Ship didn't help.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
You have momentum.
So we need to hit. It's a difficulty of 2. So can I use the momentum to get another success?
No.
Okay.
Determinations for rerolls.
Determinations for rolls. You had to roll momentum before you did this.
To get a free
To
success.
get extra dice.
To get extra dice.
Extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I fail, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't work.
The determination is a reroll of 1 dice, right?
Correct.
I thought it was as many as you wanted.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Shakari.
You want to reroll the ship's dice as well?
Here we go. Yeah, sure. So that's a success.
That's another failure for the ship.
Okay.
Ship don't like it.
But
So I
that's
got
2
2
successes,
successes.
which is what you needed.
Yeah.
Okay, how many and so you get your
So I get
one.
plus 1 resistance, and then
Do you want to spend one of those?
yeah, Garkon, how many or how much do we need? How much protection do we need? What are we looking at?
These are Borg as much as we can get.
I'll spend 3.
Spend
Of our-
3?
of our
Three.
4.
So our resistance is improved by
4.
4 to resistance 8.
I'll do what I can.
Okay. So you guys are just like from the visuals, I see the ship just kind of like do that really kind of static, and you can see the bubble around the ship, the shield bubble, kind of shimmer and go like blue. The bussard and the nacelles are kind of like glow a little bit. I would say that even the deflector dish probably gets a little bit brighter, and your impulse engine's just kind of like everything's burning hot.
Yeah.
Turn the ship to 11.
Yeah, you turn the ship to 11. Exactly.
We're fighting the Borg.
Yeah.
The Borg are 11.
Okay. And the Borg are going to take their turn now and try and get
Is
you.
this the first round of combat by any chance?
Kind of.
Okay, I will use my ability to do a thing. I have the talent
Retain initiative. Mm-hmm.
and so it reduces whatever the cost to retain an initiative by 1. So if it's 1, then it's free. Is it 1 right now?
We'll say yes.
Okay, so we will retain initiative.
What page are you on? Oh, for your
For my
station.
talent?
For the stations.
Oh,
220 something.
Thank you, Sam.
Okay, so who's
so
next?
yeah. Who wants to go?
I guess Walsh could go.
Yeah.
He
Get us
hasn't
out
gone.
of here, Walsh.
Everybody's just yelling at poor Walsh. Get us out of it! I'm trying, goddammit! I'm trying! They're fast!
They're also very big.
Yeah.
They're big, they're fast and scary. Right. He's going to...
I really like your dice, by the way. I had to say that.
These ones?
Yeah, your
Yeah,
D6s.
yeah.
They're pretty spiffy.
They're pretty... So everybody can see. There's a D6.
Oh, sorry. There, now they can see.
We have impulse again, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Flight control uses ship impulse engines to adjust position and move to anywhere within long range. This has a power requirement of 1. So he's going to gun it towards that nebula.
Yeah.
So we can actually get into it.
Okay.
So that's what he's going to do.
Requires 1 power.
Requires 1 power. So he feels the lurch and then he hits the throttle.
Yeah.
Takes off puts the parking brake down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
launches
stalls it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're down to 10 power.
Okay.
Cool. Oh no!
You did stall it.
Hold up. Walsh.
Is this supported
Because
by
he's
the
been
ship
a
in any way?
No.
Doesn't assisted by the ship's engines and con.
Oh, okay.
But
Ship succeeds.
cool. Walsh will spend a determination. Because
Which one? Holy crap! It's the Borg.
Holy crap.
he can do holy crap it's Dorg, fly it right. I'm a leaf on the wind. But yeah, we'll do holy crap it's the Borg.
Okay.
Sorry guys, forgot to flick that one.
So he puts his parking brake off.
Didn't quite get it all the way down. And that will be 2 successes.
Do me a favor and move those towards the box. Yeah. There you go.
So that
Okay.
will be 2 successes, 3 overall.
Excellent.
So he just gives her.
And that is 1 extra momentum.
Yeah, that's what he can do.
Okay. So now they're going to try. An increased damn difficulty. Thank you very much. Don't forget that you can also give me threat. Feel free because I'm running low.
No.
To give yourself some more dice.
Threat, yeah, it's like...
Like it's like determination, isn't it?
No. Your milestones are like determination.
Ah, right. Threat is momentum.
like momentum.
So please feel free.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Pass.
You
Last
never
time we
know.
gave you too
Hard
much threat,
no.
you turned me into a Borg.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Okay, so
Can we give you threat to make you re-roll that?
We use all of our determination.
so as you guys just rip like bats out of hell, and the Borg keep on ya, and as they do, it seems that they got like I don't know, a fresh set of Borgness. I don't know how else to explain it. They just got like, you know how Borg are like terrifying, then you get to solution, then they seem less terrifying, then they do something like this that makes them holy shit terrifying again. Yeah. Well, that's what they just did, and they lock onto a tractor beam, and they hold you dead. If you keep going, you will burn out the impulse engines completely because they are running hot.
Well, I'm gonna assume Walsh isn't a complete idiot.
No,
So
he
still-
tells you that, Captain.
Yeah. Cut engines.
Ah, crap.
Okay.
Okay. And then nothing happens. To the med bay.
Scene change.
Okay. Let's get that second roll for your.
Analysis.
That's a lot of ones from me tonight. I just want
It
to
is.
say it. Like that's
How dare you?
yeah, right.
Quit it.
It's thematic.
It is. Oh, you know what? I got a threat back because I had 5 successes, and it only takes 4 to hit you.
Yes, because we were in a nebula.
Right? Or to tractor beam you because you're size 4, right?
Scale 4, yeah.
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 And resistance doesn't help.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No, it's only yeah.
If we got shot.
Continuing the work.
Continue the work.
2 successes.
Yep. That's enough. So you get 5, right?
Yep. 3.
That is 5. You did 4 last time? And 3 this time is 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, so give me 1 more. Actually, I'm not even going to make you roll this one because this next roll will give you enough successes to both get the work and get over the work, which gives you your 2, so you succeed.
All right.
Studying nanoprobes, you little nanoprobes.
I really hope no one bothers me. This
I
is
mean-
delicate work. This is delicate work.
Apart from the
Thank
ship
God the
rocking,
security officer left.
So
Apart
the
from-
ship just goes like.
and then of course midway through the test, flashing red lights and
It is a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday.
This is pretty normal for our ship. Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately, we started this fight with 3 breachers. Remember that.
Oh yeah, we were already messed up because we tend to, for anybody who's new,
Get in fights.
head first, and things go weird, sideways.
I mean,
Cabins explode. People get assimilated, and it's just a Tuesday.
yeah, but I mean, like, we can kind of do that because we got the person who can aim fairly well. And you just point something that's broken. No, but I just do it. So we can kind of push it a bit too much, but this might have been pushing it a bit too much.
Well, I think that's what Tim took us from. It's like these guys are having too easy a time. You know what will fix that problem? Borg.
Yeah. Maybe they gotta fight the scimitar. Who the fuck knows?
That's not built yet. Shut up.
Yeah, they haven't even conceived of building it yet. Leave it alone. His cloak is perfect.
I mean, theoretically, we'd get handed to us by Chang's bird of prey. Doesn't come out of cloak to fire photons.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So everything I wrote on this is done on purpose. Okay? So there's
Alright.
there's a
That
couple
makes
things that I
sense.
crossed out, like I one-lined, because it's meant to be the Doctor figuring things out as they go.
Gotcha.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, words.
I didn't do cursive this time.
Thank you very much. Otherwise, they would be break time. And I might read it by the end of the break.
We're almost at break time, by the way.
So we haven't been assimilated yet.
You haven't. Yeah, okay, so back on the bridge for a moment.
Get
So Walsh is literally like, sir?
Hold on. Usually we would get a communique at this point.
The communications are down, sir. They were down when we entered the nebula.
Yeah, but the Borg ship is close enough. You figure they would say something, you know, the whole resistance is futile speech.
They're not dragging us in, sir. They're just holding us.
That's different.
Beagle, do we have any readings from the shot fired?
Oh, all right.
Beagle,
I'm Beagle.
need you to concentrate,
Beagle,
please.
Beagle was literally about to say to you, but we didn't shoot at them, sir. But then
Yes.
Beagle remembered that you had Beagle doing a job. So Beagle
Need you to concentrate.
Beagle will roll for that job.
Not only that, we did shoot at them. We knocked out the first tractor beam.
Yeah, that's true.
It
So
was Beagle that shot.
it was Beagle that shot, yeah. So Beagle's it looks like the damage is less than it. It looks like the output was less than what we're used to reading in a typical Borg. I'm going to talk like this for the next week. And what a Borg would normally have.
Duh, yes, we know that. We should have died at the first shot.
Right, that's what I can tell you from this. Is that's
all
what
you
that's
got, eh?
that's what I can tell you.
That's the,
Everything else looks the same. It just looks like the power itself was reduced.
Purposefully. I guess you can't tell that.
I mean, I'd like to think so. Maybe they like us.
I don't think they like anything except assimilating, Beagle, but nice supposition.
Maybe they need those nodes back.
Maybe they do need those nodes back.
I mean, I guess.
Thanks, Beagle.
Do we know any? You're not on the bridge.
No, he's in engineering.
Yeah.
I'm fixing
I
everything.
pushed my
Fixing
communicator.
everything.
Fixing it. He's just in engine bay with one finger in a hole and his toes.
And the angry
somewhere.
Tellarites just staring at him. You're making me guard this thing. I'm just gonna guard it.
Yeah, and I'm screaming at the warp core, going, more, more. And then you're like, "What are you doing? Asking for more power?"
Boop, boop. Gurkhan,
Yes, Captain.
have you? You still have the? You still have those notes?
Yes, I'm literally hanging upside down from like a Jeffrey's tube thing. Yes, they're in engineering currently, Captain.
Cool. I'm gonna send our other science officer to your position shortly. I think he needs to examine those.
Shall we not get away from the Borg first?
We're kind of stuck, but that's my problem.
Recommend we unstick ourselves. Kirkon out.
Sometimes I hate that man.
I'm literally like one.
Can I stop standing here now, Commander?
I yelled down, "There will be a science officer. You shall be her liaison to me."
I want a reassignment.
Literally, the Tellarite ends up just yelling everything the science officer is telling him down the hallway.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that because it'll burn out the mic. Yes. Okay, so back to our medical officer.
Yeah, because there's nothing I can do right now. I could
Fix it.
I could repair shields.
Fix it.
Theoretically, in my turn, I could repair shields and get us power. But that's about it.
Oh, just shields and power, no big deal.
That's all it is.
So, to clarify, you did make it into the spot where you wanted to go. They
And
just
we
came
hit
with you.
the tractor beam, yeah.
Yeah.
How do I get nanobots out of Sofek?
That's a magnet.
I mean, not the least Star Trek idea I think I've ever heard.
Do Vulcans have iron in their blood?
They're green, so they wouldn't.
Doesn't it have to
Yeah.
be a pretty powerful magnet?
I mean,
They wouldn't have hemoglobin. So
Maybe
they-
the hemoglobin is just green. Who knows?
No, I think they're fungus based.
No.
Oh,
They're orcs.
Excuse my French.
because we're dealing with such truths here that God forbid a solution to have green blood be denied because it's green blood, of course.
science officer.
I want to.
Our actual chief science officer.
I'm going to attempt to see if I can synthesize a inoculation to attempt to break down the nanites without harming any bodily functions of Sofek. Basically see if I
Like
can
you
break-
could, but that's not something you can do in like this scenario. That's
Gotcha.
something you need to do over the course of some years.
Like an EMP blast?
That wouldn't help. No, that
They'd
wouldn't
shut
help in
down
this case.
everything in Maine.
Well, just centered on Sofek. As long as he doesn't have like a pacemaker, it should be fine.
Stunted out.
Says the like medical aid that's down there.
Yeah.
Yes, come on, get back to the bridge.
Uh-huh.
They're too small to be targeted with transporters, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Maybe it's time to get these guys in on it.
Yeah, I'm going to comment to the captain.
Apparently, there's some disdain for the captain from the doctor.
I just have a feeling that I don't know how you're going to help, but unfortunately I've hit an impasse.
You tell me that over the mic.
You literally hear no. So it's like you come in on her talking to the aide in the med bay, like the nurse in the med bay. I don't know how they're gonna help, but I mean, I don't know what else to do. So, oh, Captain, you're online.
Yeah, my face is on a screen in the medical bay.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you answered.
What can I do for you? Little busy.
Yes, as am I. However, it's regarding Sofek's, his off-ship injection.
Nice.
His condition.
Yes, I have determined that he is not being assimilated. The nanobots are defective, stunted, dead, one of those. However, I've hit a point where his life is not in danger. He is in critical condition. However, I'm at a loss on how to remove the nanites.
Well, I think we're gonna pull some resources. Can you put him in stasis?
I think you guys did that immediately.
Yeah.
So he
From
shouldn't
what
be...
I remember, he's already in stasis.
Oh, he's already in stasis, so he's fine. Cool. Right now we're caught in the tractor beam of Borg, but they don't seem to be doing anything about it like they normally would from our previous
So
encounters.
you have time.
Wow.
Valek, every time. Gather yourself. Meet me in conference room 2. I cut the screen off.
Okay, and
And then I tell Gurkhan, our actual chief science officer,
yeah,
Arjun, Yesikov, and myself to meet in conference room 2. Walsh has the con.
okay, and that's where we fade to our first break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Stick around and see you soon.
8 degrees.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for waiting for our break. So, quick recap. These guys, though the USS Payette was investigating some weird anomalies inside a star cluster, and they went in, and as they flew in, they lost some sensors, some imaging, and warp speed. They saw a Borg cube suddenly appear in front of them. But it seemed damaged, so they beamed over, tried to take over some of the nodes to get out in order to try and translate the nodes to figure out what happened to the cube. As they did, Sofek got injected, fell, and started being assimilated. They put him in stasis after running back to the ship, and the Borg have been chasing them. The Borg seem... Something's off. Something's off. So they can't hit them properly with beams. When they do hit, they're doing less damage than they should. And right now they have them locked in a really strong tractor beam. It seems to be the only thing that seems to be working so far properly, as far as being terrifying. But they're not doing anything about it. So they're literally just sitting there holding the ship in this tractor beam. They haven't tried communicating. No resistance is futile. Meanwhile, on the ship, you guys almost overloaded the impulse drive, but you stopped it in time. That's good. Your shields are like bang on. You've increased them. They still locked on. I rolled really, really good. And there's something weird about Sofek's so-called assimilation. It turns out Sofek is not actually being assimilated and is in just critical condition because the nanites are in his body now. And the doctor had informed everyone that the nanites seemed almost inert or dead, but not dead. So in order to try and figure out what's going on, they called for a conference call. So the captain ordered for like a quick, let's figure this out. And they are currently in conference room 2. And that's where we are.
By the way, there's only actually one conference room.
There is only one
but it's
conference
room 2.
They call it conference room 2.
Like most of our things.
Don't ask.
Yeah, really don't.
Because there is no answer.
That's why.
Well, not a good one.
Okay.
Right. It's Lieutenant or Lieutenant Commander?
Lieutenant Commander.
Lieutenant Commander Valek.
Lieutenant Commander Raul.
Raul?
That's the name of the drawing trill.
That's our chief science officer, right?
Chief
Chief
Science
Science
Officer.
Officer. Drawing trill.
Yeah. I've got Yesikov and Gurkhan here as well. What I'm about to share with you is classified level 7. As you know, a couple of years ago, the Enterprise had encountered the Borg. What you may not have known is that during that time, Captain Jean-Luc Picard had been assimilated and turned over to the Collective. Through the immense struggle of the Enterprise crew and valiant effort of Dr. Crusher, they managed not only to free Jean-Luc, but also remove the Borg implants and nanoprobes from his system and return him back to his former self. Then I go over to the screen and punch in my Alpha 160 Alpha Beta 2. Did I remember? Will I remember that? We'll find out.
Next time. Denied.
I always forget this thing.
And then all this information will appear on the screen, and I'll send it out to yourselves. So far, the Borg haven't tried to assimilate us or enter our ship. Anything they've tried seems to be only working at half strength. And as you said, Doctor, those nanoprobes aren't doing what we would expect them to do. Any ideas?
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is this before or after the Next Generation episode with Hugh?
After.
After. So
But that is also classified, so that's in the information that he gives you.
I'm gonna have Arjun's gonna speak up and be like, Captain, it says here that at one point they had liberated some of the Borg drones. Could this possibly be a liberated cube?
Possible, but unknown at this time.
like broken from hive mind.
Exactly.
Is that even possible?
Well, it's been
How
done.
is that possible? We obviously.
The
And I start reading some of the information.
Lots of mental conditioning and separation from the collective.
lots of theory too, because at this point, what they did with Hugh, you guys also, as you keep reading, see that created the problems with Lore, where Lore was able to take over all of those loose drones who had no solid leader anymore. Like, it created more problems than it solved.
Right.
In the end, for the most part, most of them were better off not, or being in the collective than not. That was one of the big moral dilemmas of that episode. Pretty good episode.
How do we use this to fix Sophic?
Well, we can go through the same procedure that they did for Jean-Luc. However, I'm not sure if that is the same effectiveness given the condition of the nanites. We have two problems we're here to solve. One, how do we get away from this Borg cube, or why is it chasing us? Ral, I was hoping that you could investigate the nodes, see if there's information on those. And two, how do we save Sophic's life, which I feel like you've been working on.
I could use some of the methods that Dr. Crusher used.
In fact, for what it's worth, as you're reading through, because the nanites seem the way they are, it looks like it actually might be easier.
Since it might actually, in fact, be easier, since the nanites won't be actively
Resisting.
opposing
Yeah.
any procedures.
How long do you think that'll take?
Few hours.
Second problem is we have to get out of this tractor beam and get away from this cube. Now, every time we've tried to outrun them, they've just caught up. So far, we're in a nebula, which they seem to be able to find us through. I thought that it might have to do with those nodes. Right now, they're not seeming to be a threat to us. They're just holding us in place.
Predictably. They're either crippled or they're coming after what we've stolen.
Also, Lieutenant Garcon says, if we're able to download and collect that data, we can drop the nodes and take off, if that's what they're after.
Okay?
Worth a shot.
What if it's not what they're after?
Then we fight.
Ugh.
Typical Klingon, but I like it.
Might I point out that the one and only time we fired at them, we disabled their weapon.
Beagle's on the bridge and suddenly goes, I don't know why I don't feel so good.
Cuts back.
Yeah.
We had a lucky shot. And if they open up with more power than they've been using, we'll be dead.
But who's to say they have more power than they're using?
That's not a gamble I want to take. Not with the lives on this ship.
With the Borg, it's always a gamble, everything that we do. It's assimilate or escape. There's no win.
And we need to escape.
Yes.
Yes, Kov. What I'd like you to do is find us a route that would make, if we break free this tractor beam, that would make most complicated for the Borg to follow us. Anything with gravitational wells, sensor distortion, solar flares, you name it. Find us a path. Garcon, can you fix your ship?
Yep. On it.
Standing order.
I don't like us broken.
Ral, could you examine those nodes and see if we can get that information? Maybe find some information on how why the Borg cube isn't acting in a normal fashion, and then might be able to get us out of here.
And then Arjun Rao pipes up, have we tried communicating with them?
No.
And then says nothing.
Pretty sure there's audio files on the computer. We could just play those. That about sums up any conversation the Borg are good for.
Anyways, meeting adjourned. I'll be in my reading room. Valek, we schedule that appointment to next month. Just walk out of the room.
Just glare after him. Fingering a hypo spray under the table.
Zanny keeps avoiding his medical physicals.
Like any captain.
There you go.
Once I make it back to my reading room, I'm gonna go over those documents and then think about communicating. sending out a communicator to the Borg. But
So
I'm
what
still
documents are you
debating
going
it.
over, and tell me your reasoning behind it. Like, what's your thought?
What I'm trying to figure out with the hue section is I want to examine how they acted differently, and if that matches up to the way this cube's acting, and if it's worth actually trying to communicate with them.
Okay. So why don't you give me a may I?
Yep.
Reason, and you know what? I'll let you do security for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, reason and security.
My reason is 11 and my security is 3.
That's cocked.
I've never seen a cocked D20. Ooh, that's a 20. So I got 1 success. I don't think I'm going to break the computer on this one, so I think I might let that 20 go. What am I going to do? Break my brain?
You might, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what you find...
Delete file. Fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's a shared file. It's a shared
It's
server, so we
private.
delete it for everyone in Starfleet.
It was like
God damn it! Why is G Drive always open?
it's like
the
Toy
entire-
Story 2. You delete it. And there's no. God, I hope somebody took it home.
It's the entire knowledge on the Tau sheet are gone.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Romulans like, yes, excellent.
No, so what you discover is okay. So tell me exactly what it was you were looking for.
Right. So I was going through the Hue files with those Borgs, who had separated from the collective, and I was comparing to see if there was enough similarities to the way these Borg are acting, so if it's worth trying to communicate with them.
Okay, so they are acting completely differently.
Balls.
It is totally worth trying to communicate with them.
That might be the 20.
And you even find referencing to the reaction that when Shelby and even Riker beamed over, they talked directly to the Borg. So did Picard, in fact. And they seem to have direct impact when they beamed over to the vessel, rather than trying at communication.
I'm gonna let them do some research, and
All right.
I'm gonna
Process?
process.
Okay,
Process that
how
bad
about you
idea.
three?
I'm finding, acting on orders, finding the most complicated route out of here.
The most complicated route out of here. Okay. Give me kind of like a narrative, and then we'll roll the dice for it.
So I enter the bridge, and I'll go over to Walsh and just kind of do that, like lean over his console and start talking to him and be like, okay, Captain needs a complicated route out of here. If the Borg give chase, we need to be able to lose them in any kind of gravitational wells, meteor swarms, that kind of thing. So what do
Really?
we do?
Complicated? What do you think I was trying to do? I was trying to get out of here. You know what? I don't want to get assimilated. Why do we always end up being shot at, or assimilated, or in a meteor shower, or
Put like a
die?
hand on his like shoulder, just like a little bit firm, but like you do a great job. Motivational book tell me to tell you when you do a great job, and
Really?
you can tell me.
Typical Russian. Don't feel your emotions. No, don't be scared. It's fine. Just do it.
They start inadvertently
Holy crap.
crushing his collarbone.
It should be pointed out that Yazikov is indeed reading a motivational book about how to better interact with people
And be a better leader.
and be a better leader. So she really does quote the book because she really does read the book and quote it often.
Okay, look. Here's the chart we have for the sector. You do whatever the hell you want to. We like sort of
Yeah.
had enough of this day.
Okay, well, let's work together. You are very good at what you do, and you need to help me find a good route out of here.
And a bottle of whiskey, apparently. All right.
Okay, so
I
what
will
I'll do
assist.
is let's do a reason and
Con.
reason and con from Yazikov
Ship support.
with ship support, and I'll even give an assist roll from Walsh. Same skill. From ship, it would be sensors and
Con.
yeah.
Ship succeeds.
One success from Yazikov.
And
Walsh definitely succeeds, but since he's an assist, he can't crit it. So it's 1.
okay, so 3 altogether.
Yes.
That's enough. And I forgot to tell you the difficulty before you rolled, so I'm sorry, that's my bad. But that is exactly what you needed.
We made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys work for the next little while. It takes a while. It's not
Yeah.
instantaneous. It takes some
Yeah.
time. But you managed to route it out. Okay. So while that is happening, so you're pondering, you're mapping.
Walsh is
Con
complaining.
literally walks into engineering, goes to the first cubicle, the replicator, and goes cheeseburger. Gets a cheeseburger and goes back to work.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to repair the shields first
Yeah.
and see if I can.
So the shields are not damaged.
They are. We took a hit.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah, we
okay.
took a hit from the beam
It's
before.
fake healing
Yeah.
for her. Yeah. She just.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the basically. Ercon's gonna do the equivalent of getting the cycles rotating again
Right. Okay.
and do that. I'm still fixing the ship, so I get 3 days for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing the same thing over and over. That's 3 successes. Which indicate because I'm doing that from as if I were doing in ship combat action.
Okay.
So that gets 3 successes. The difficulty is 0 for me because I'm in engineering.
Gee whiz.
So that's 3, which I'm gonna burn 1, 2,
Burning or saving?
spending
Spending.
2 to restore 4 shields, and 1 for energy to
Okay.
get our ship back to fighting form.
Good God, that you guys have power characters. It's all good. It's just wow. I feel less guilt about burning all these threat today, right?
To be fair, when we designed these characters, we did not know how to play this game.
no.
We did
We've
not
been
know the
learning
dice-
this,
We
and we're
did
just
know
like,
the dice rolling mechanic.
Yeah.
It's like you roll d6s.
And this is the first time I've really used this many in threat too. And boy, are they.
yeah.
And once they get to the point where I'm done the shields and everything, and I feel satisfied, I'm actually gonna join Arjun and start breaking apart those.
So
things.
everyone's doing this one action.
Well, I got 2 characters right.
Right. So everyone's doing their action over the course of, let's say, it's probably going to be about a half hour, I'd say. Which should raise some alarms in a moment. Not like red alert, but with you guys. Okay, so what's Arjun doing?
She's looking at the Borg transfer nodes,
Okay.
trying to see if there's any information or any data stored on them or what they were.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, so I am going to tell you right now, this is a difficulty 4. And that's just to crack them. Not
Okay.
to even start looking at the information.
this is reason science.
Yes.
Burn these 2 to get 2 more dice. Because I'm confident that she can do
You
this.
gotta burn 3 for 2 more dice.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
burn
reason
1
science.
so you can get a third.
Burn 1 to get a 3rd.
And you can burn that one and give me a threat to get a second dice.
No, actually, I'm gonna do a determination,
Okay.
and the determination
Gives you an
is-
auto crit.
Yeah, knowledge is its own reward.
Okay.
3 dice plus that. And she's not a veteran, so she can't roll that dice.
Okay.
That's 3 critical successes.
Holy shit.
So 7?
Okay, so you got did you get any ones?
No. but I
Okay,
got
so I
3.
need each of those tacked to a focus first. So yes, they're going to be crits, but what focus is it?
So she has. I don't think artificial intelligence would work because Borg aren't technically artificial intelligence.
Maybe. What else does she have?
Mostly scanners, subspace, long range sensors, artificial intelligence. But I could just make one up because I'm a Trill.
Oh yeah, our science officers joined Trill. Again, Did not know this.
So the make one up, how does that work?
I get one, and that's it for the rest of the session.
Basically, it draws on the information from the trill from one of a previous life.
Right. So
You
it
can only
only
do that
works
once
for the
per-
session.
For the
Yeah.
whole session,
And it doesn't get added to the sheet.
Doesn't
It's
get
just
added to the sheet.
okay. So what one are you going to draw from? The...
Well, I'm going to use that one of her previous trills might have been attacked by Borg on a planet.
Which one?
And, I'm going to say Lucas Rao. And the entire station was wiped out, and he managed to get away in an escape pod after watching his family get turned into drones.
Well, that went dark.
Hence, fear of a violent death. That's one of the focus, one of the values.
Wow. Nice tie-in. Yes, bravo.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
golf
that's-
clap. Absolutely. Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8 successes.
That's obscene. That's obscene.
So 4
Obscene.
momentum.
So there's 4 momentum for you. That's obscene.
Hey, look! Borg tech.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Usually the
Give me.
Gurkhan just hits them.
So do you go, Paul? Trust me, Tim. If you do, give me 2 of those momentum.
And they'll answer any questions that I ask.
No, you're just gonna give them to me.
Okay, take
Okay. So I will give you 1 breakthrough
Yeah.
on the upcoming challenge.
Okay.
Because it's going to be an extended task to break the information down.
Okay. And so these 2.
So with those 8 successes, rather than giving you a ton of momentum, I'm going to steal some right away, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a breakthrough. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to
I
put
probably
these into the
underchanged
pool.
myself there, is what I'm thinking I just did, but that's okay.
I'm going to put 2 in the pool for anybody to use.
Okay.
The Tellarite is liaising to Gurkhan's like...
Yeah, I was doing great.
Gurkhan's literally eating a burger with a what are they called? Hydro spanners?
Yeah. The teller just looks at her. You should be the engineer. Okay. So what's your doctor doing?
Going through the files and looking at how Dr. Crusher removed the nanobots from Picard.
Okay.
Seeing if I have the equipment to replicate that.
So rather than making you roll an extended task to actually do it, why don't we just roll 1 to see how long it's going to take?
All right.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a difficulty of 4. It is. You're doing a procedure that she did over the course of a while, right? That said, you're doing a difficulty of 4, but your character drops it by 1, right?
Yes.
So
Something
it's
that
difficulty
sounds
3,
familiar for.
right? So I don't feel bad giving this to you. So you've burnt 1 dice to give yourself an extra dice. This
Yeah.
is going to be reason and medicine.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Is that another 3 1s? Did I see more?
No.
A 1, a 10, and a 4.
Jesus.
You started it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I'm using my medical equipment to do it, so that'll be my focus.
Okay.
So 5 successes. Thank you.
Oh no, I said difficulty 4,
Yep,
and you go.
Thank you.
Hey guys, look! The Borg! Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How many?
It's a Tuesday.
1. Aw.
It's a Tuesday. Okay, so it's gonna take some time. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a few days. You can remove the probes. You can remove the nanites. Probably over the course of the next few hours. It will remove his critical, but to get him back into fighting form, you still need to get to Starbase,
Okay.
or at least a station where you guys can You good?
Sorry.
It's all good. At least get you to a station where you can dock and get him proper medical attention.
Okay. Well, I'll work on removing the nanites since that's something I can do here, and I'll at least start getting along.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, all of this happens over the course of about a half hour. The Borg do nothing.
That's odd. I leave my reading room and go to the bridge.
Yeah. So as you're studying, you're kind of like, there's been nothing.
No communication, no ship fire, no attempt to transport. Bupkis.
Bupkis.
That's really weird.
It is really weird.
Given what I've previously read through,
It is completely not right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This entire situation has been funky on a 9.
Yes.
We're not quite to 11 yet. I leave the reading room. My reading room. I put down one of my little toy car models that I've been, thinking with, just like playing with while I think. Put it back on the stand. Leave my reading room. Go into the bridge. See Yasikov and Walsh still bickering at each other. Go, cut that out. Someone open a communication to the Borg vessel.
I'm the captain.
I'll go up to
I do a
Lucy.
Captain Morgan. No,
Beagle just looks at you and kind of and hits the button. It's not the red one. And hits the button. Channel open, sir.
Borg vessel. This is Captain Yant. That's what my name's Annie. Of the USS Payette. Please respond. Borg vessel. Are you receiving? They're getting this?
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Apparently not.
We are the Borg.
If you were, we wouldn't be stuck in this situation.
Prepare to be assimilated.
How about no?
You will lower your shields and prepare to be assimilated. We are the Borg.
Do you have someone that can communicate beyond your basic standard 3 lines? Anything? Hello?
There's nothing on screen, by the way. This is
Yeah.
all audio. And it's like heavily staticked.
Yeah.
It sounds, I can't do it with my voice, but it sounds like that mixed with a little bit of max headroom.
Mm.
Beagle, analyze communications.
Communications are totally fine. That's literally what they're sounding like.
We're not going to get any answers out of that. Beagle, cut the channel for now.
Okay.
Thanks, Beagle. Keep it up.
Did you push the button?
Oh. Okay.
Anybody else feels this is just totally abnormal for Borg behavior?
They sound like they're malfunctioning, sir.
Yeah, but not a normal malfunction. like
I'm sorry, sir.
usual Borg malfunction from what we've...
Feel
Did
my
you read that?
calculator is not
Hashtag not the normal malfunction.
That's the name of our series.
You're welcome to
tonight's
our byline.
episode, not the normal malfunction.
Usually when Borg still have an issue, they still go about assimilating everything, and they don't even bother responding when you communicate with them.
Perhaps your connection to the hive mind is fractured. Not operating at 100%.
Zanny Raul.
Lieutenant Rawl here?
Do you want to talk to me?
Like, literally so absorbed in the Borg technology that
Oh yeah, I forgot you were here, Captain.
Raul, we just attempted to communicate with the Borg vessel, and everything seemed to be just off. On a weird scale. Their entire intonation, the communication was strong. The communication signal was strong, but the entire attempt at communication was slow, speeded up, could only reproduce simple 3 lines.
May I see a replay of it, Captain? And he walks
Beagle,
over.
send the audio file.
Yeah, so you hear it all over
Sergeant
again.
Rawl sees it and he goes,
Hears it. There's no visual. It's
okay,
all audio.
here's it and he goes, that sounds like what toys on my planet sounded like when they were low on batteries, Captain. Maybe we scanned their energy source and maybe that could be a problem with their ship. I mean, their laser weaponry was only firing at half power.
Yisikov, can you and Beagle scan the Borg vessel to detect their power levels?
Yes, sir. I'll go back up to my station.
You should get Sofek to do it, but
Sofek would be like, sensor. I can give you a complete blueprint of the ship. It will be in your ready room in a 3D model.
Beagle, please take science station. We will scan together.
Rawl, have you found anything from the data nodes yet?
No, but they are intriguing.
And green.
What's his name?
It's just generic Tellarite officer.
What's a
We
random
haven't got a
Tellarite name?
Generic Tellarite officer.
That's going to be his name, Generock.
Genrock.
Genrock, are you still there?
I haven't been told to leave yet. My legs hurt.
You hear quietly from the background, security has a
Not
duty
yet.
for an
Don't
honorable
yet.
warrior.
Honorable warrior's gonna need knee braces after this.
Okay.
Security can also be done sitting down, Genrak. I didn't request he stand.
You got rid of all the chairs earlier.
Back
Okay.
to the point.
So you're doing a scan for the vessel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked Beagle to help me from the science station.
Okay. Can I pause for a second? Can you give Stefan the science officer
Yeah.
so that Stefan has a character that can be played on the bridge? Is that okay?
Yep.
He's an engineering
Because
too.
the medical officer is busy now. We've established there's nothing else she can do at the moment unless you call for her to do something.
Everything on the left is that science officer. Everything on the right was the science officer from the station. So if,
Gotcha.
if it's not in pencil, don't worry about it.
So I'm playing the science officer
Sorry.
poking at the notes.
If it's in pencil, don't read it.
Yes.
Ignore the pencil.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, you're the science officer poking at the notes. Okay.
I scan.
So it's going to be a con, and you're doing engineering.
So then the ship's going to be sensors and science?
Correct.
They're con and engineering? Those are the
Sorry.
disciplines.
Control and engineering. No,
Control and science?
control and science.
They're both the same.
Would it be control? It would be control, right?
Yeah.
She's using the sensors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Control.
Or
Sorry.
reason. But, yeah.
Control!
Ship don't help you.
Okay.
Makes sense because we're in a nebula.
Control.
Yes.
So I got a crit, which is 2 successes, and that
Nice.
fails.
I should actually be giving you guys. I should have told you the complications were higher for the nebula, but I never thought of that until right now. But yeah, all right. So you got 2 successes.
2 successes, yeah.
Okay, you may open that.
It's upside down.
That's how Beagle presented it to you.
What is
Turns
this?
Eat that, eat some bad dude. Wait.
Borg
Standing
hieroglyphics.
next to each other. Why not?
And where did you get paper?
From your book, sir.
Which one?
The one that shows the little map of the models.
Oh no. This cover report.
Sorry, sir. Interpreting data now.
I'm trying to think of how to translate this so that your character would understand it, not.
If you write down what that mean, that's what you respond to it. What mean that?
New phone, who dis?
I do that to Selena at least once a year.
New scan. Who dis?
New scan, who dis? I'm still stuck on not the normal malfunction.
Well,
It's a wonky malfunction.
it's a wild one.
Oh, okay. There seems to be a null point of energy within the whistle. Like a lake of matter.
I can see the ship. We can see the tractor beam. There's power.
Duh, yes. But
They're not getting it from a black hole.
it almost reads as though it is a black hole.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's what sensors say. Yo,
do you go
Beagle,
look?
come here, look at this.
I'm
Beagle-
gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna push
Or
Beagle out of the
science
way.
officer.
Science officer. There you go. Yeah. This is like everybody come look at my station.
Look at this.
I think that deserves to get a termination back.
Someone
I'm fairly
look at
confident that's not necessarily how these work, but
Yeah.
I just have this image of you on the bridge, and you're like, I have no idea. Somebody come and look at this because I don't understand.
One of the few times she's actually asked to Gurkhan onto the bridge.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Kick him off.
Yeah.
Gurkhan, can you come to the bridge now? Yes.
There's just Yeskov, Beagle, me, Gurkhan, and a random science officer just looking over, being like, "What the hell?"
Okay, do you want to give them the note? They all are able to like translate that.
Gurkhan steps back.
Okay.
And he goes, Romulan technology?
Do you want to explain what?
Romulan warp cores do not run on matter-antimatter reactions. They run on miniaturized black holes. And that's what this is reading as.
So she said no point energy, not 0 point energy.
Oh. This makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is running on a black hole. It's like no
It's
point
actually
energy.
like that's why I was like almost correcting him. I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave this one. Because it's almost like the character had no clue. Yeah. That's perfect. It was perfect.
My character would know because of the Klingon-Romulan wars that have gone
Well,
on.
so the Federation
Engineers
doesn't know how it
But,
works,
yeah, but
but
I would-
no, it's
I
not
would-
normal.
Because it's
different.
Anna Troy.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, oh no, it is a black hole.
Yeah. Gurkhan's like,
There's no history of Borg using black hole for their weapons.
no.
Maybe they assimilated a
But-
Romulan,
Warp
Romulan vessel, and they were low on power because of the stellar nursery. So they tried to use that as a power source.
Well, don't forget they appeared here.
No,
Maybe they traveled through a
appear.
black hole.
If this is black hole, it could be unstable.
Very much so. We don't want to be anywhere near it if it explodes.
But it doesn't seem to be outputting the same amount of power as it should be.
No.
Well, if it is a 0 point energy device, it could be for a small vessel, say a Romulan warbird, rather than a Dirdax, large one. And for a cube of this size, that would not put out anywhere near enough energy.
Now, the Borg haven't attacked us because they don't have enough power.
Because we stole some of their transfer relays, possibly.
Well,
And they might not have enough power to replicate those.
They
So-
will do nodes work.
For the while I enjoy that you guys might be going down this route, I would say that you as an engineer would know well enough to know that 4 nodes will not make a difference.
Totally.
The only reason they attacked you is because you were literally taking them out yourselves.
Yeah.
But it would slow them down for a moment, but it would not.
But I would point out that there's just not enough energy. Maybe they can't. Maybe they're building up energy for a large attack.
or
There's
to
whole-
And
leave.
every minute counts.
Well, holding us in place could give them enough time to activate their cutting beams, drop our shields, and board us, thereby taking our warp core. My beautifully modified warp core.
Thank you,
Which would
Gurkhan.
probably provide them with more than enough power to take over this entire sector of space, if I say so myself.
Keep in mind as well. That the tractor beam they're using would be spending a lot of power.
It also
Holds in
drains
place.
power too, their tractor beams, or tractor beams
Yeah.
tend to. But just saying, we got to get out of here fast. Either we attack that 0 signal device, rupturing it and then warping out, or we attack their tractor beam and try to slowly crawl our way.
There's no way
towards that exit.
there's no way we're going to be able to attack the 0 point module
Unless
from
you
out here
know,
unless we
that's right.
actually
Yeah.
assault it.
Yes.
At which point you would have to rig it to explode.
Yes. I don't. She's shaking her head, and I'm just like, yes.
We're not going back in there.
The second option is we destroy those tractor beams over and over again.
He's like, And yet.
Yet we may. We destroy those tractor beams over and over again.
How about you? Do you have
And
any
use
input?
our time to
Random
draw.
science officers on the bridge now?
Well, you're the chief science officer, right?
okay,
So
now I'm up on the bridge?
You
Well,
can't
yeah.
with me.
Okay.
You can't. We would have come with
they,
me.
remember, because they
Okay.
called you all up.
Is there a way to attempt to refract the tractor beam with our shield modulation?
Duh, we could try.
Yeah, why not?
Anything's better. We can't. We've already lost one officer going into that cube. We cannot
Technically,
go back.
haven't lost him.
You haven't lost him. And you know that he's not actually going to die.
Duh, but I will not risk any
Nor is he
more
going to be
lives.
assimilated. Which also is very, very strange.
But if we break the tractor beam, they could just tractor beam us again and hold us in place. Because every time we've tried to outmaneuver them, they seem to have enough power to catch up.
Their ability to transfer power will be instantaneous aboard that sort of vessel.
And I've been rolling really well.
Indeed, the nanites in sulfate don't seem to have enough power to assimilate.
Is there any way that
So they're not out of power.
Mhm.
Do you want to try and translate what we had? Do you have your notes still, or did you get rid
It's
of
right
it?
here.
This is just what like Yasagav's
No,
assuming,
that's
right?
not it.
This is your point bit, right?
No, the one that I gave you earlier about the.
That one?
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you want me to read it out, or do you want to try and translate it again?
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the doctor, the nanites are dead. No, not dead. They seem designed for another species. No, they seem to be stunted, like the nanites are damaged, like the drone that tried to assimilate was sick.
Sick.
theoretically the drones without enough power could not be able to use their rest cubicles?
But if they seem to be sick, like the doctor was saying, there could be a virus aboard that. Some sort of digital virus that's affecting the nanobots.
Borg are still somewhat organic, no?
They are, the nanites are not, however. It could be the doctor was interpreting it as being sick when it is simply the nanites are low power.
Robert, were you able to interpret any of that information from the data?
You still, Gert Conley goes. Eating a
One day you'll get the names, Captain.
Why
and the
don't
faces.
you give me a roll, and it's going to be a difficulty 3. No extra bonuses or anything like that. If you want to spend momentum, you're welcome to. And with it, if you succeed, you can ask me. You can ask me one direct look. It's literally like a gather information roll on what you found. Okay, and if you.
Yeah, no.
If you succeed, then you can use them to ask more information. Fair enough?
Alright.
Okay.
What am I rolling on?
This is definitely going to be...
Insight?
yeah, it'd be insight and science.
You don't say. Let's see. I don't really need...
There's no point.
No.
I swear
I
I
hate
didn't do
it,
it
I
on
hate it when the
purpose.
characters are looking at the players are looking at the characters and going, we don't need to power game this
No.
one. We rocked it.
Literally,
3 successes.
Three successes,
When I did
okay.
Arjun, I did it as if because we were supposed to have a medical officer
Yeah.
and a science officer, so I took the medical officer stat and replaced medicine with science in every single setup.
Oh my god.
All I did.
Okay.
I'm like NPC.
Okay, so basically asking questions on what I learned off the notes.
Yeah, so the way I'm trying to do this is I don't want to just give you all the answers.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to come up with your own conclusions, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to give you bits of information and let you try and figure out what's going on. So what I told you earlier was that the data you're going to look at is going to take a hell of a long time. There's a ton of data. So if you can think of specific questions that you want to try and see if you've answered, then I'll give you answers based on those. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay. And I'll give you 2 because you made it. So I told you it was difficulty 3. You got 3. I'll give you 2, basically 2 gather informations.
How did the Borg cube get here?
Transwarp conduit. Now, keep that in mind that we know what that is. You guys, I don't think do yet.
We would know what transwarp is, but not a transwarp conduit.
Correct. So you know that it came out of transwarp. So the Borg sort of like weird, super fast warp, they used it.
Transwarp is warp beyond warp 10.
And it's used only by the Borg through like a subspace. It's like subspace warp.
It's like the webway.
Yeah.
The webway.
That's it.
Yeah.
For any of the 40k players watching.
So to us.
Thanks.
Um,
That's actually really accurate. Yeah.
so we went for it.
I wonder if the transwarp writer was a 40k player. Probably was. Okay, sorry.
Does it appear that the Borg cube...
And I'll tell you one more thing about that.
Yeah.
You can sort of you can see the last point they jumped. So you can see where they started and where they ended up. Where they started was in Romulan space.
Mevin!
Okay?
Sorry.
So what's the second question?
How do we beat this?
Where's the win button?
On her console.
Beagle's not allowed to touch it.
Were they having these issues when they entered the transwarp conduit?
Yes.
So it's nothing to do with the local stellar phenomenon.
And it does look viral in nature. So you're enough of a scientist that you can tell.
It appears it is more than simple power drain.
They ate something they weren't supposed to.
Or they were fed something that they weren't supposed to have.
The Romulans have a weapon against the Borg already.
Could they be using the Borg as the weapon?
Oh,
That sounds like the Romulans.
That's terrifying.
In either case, they're eventually going to find a way around it, most likely. Now, is that so we can keep the nose? We still got to get out of here. Is there some way we can use that to our advantage?
We could scan for... We could attempt to see if there's any volatile gases in the nebula. Once we free ourselves, we could attempt to draw the Borg into them and detonate. If torpedoes are not enough. We do have those, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got torpedoes.
Also, due to the lack of power, potentially, could we not perhaps drain them through their own tractor beam?
Draw it through the deflector dish, maybe.
Draw the energy in and fire it out through the deflector dish and the over excess through our warp cores.
Drain the power
Of
of the tractor beam to get
through
us
our
loose through our shields
Get
and
loose
draw them into...
any sort of...
Jessica, you and Walsh are working on a little route through here
No, he is.
and basically lay a trap for them. Well, that's better than assaulting the damn thing and going for their 0-point core.
Okay, so let me just... You're going to use your deflector dish.
Use the shields, which the tractor beam is currently attached to,
Yes.
to attempt to drain the energy coming off from their tractor beam
Okay.
in an attempt to disable it.
Okay, what are you going to do with all the excess power?
Fire it through the deflector dish out.
At them.
No, into empty space.
Yes.
Oh, just like...
If we fire it back at them, they could simply reabsorb it.
What episode was that?
I don't know, but I'm liking this.
Yeah, so literally take their tractor beam, feed it through the shields, through the warp core, and out. Yeah. Feed it through the shields, through the warp core, and out a deflector dish.
I mean, what could go wrong?
We could all die.
Was Gurkhan on
You
board?
can blow their shit up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, option one,
Beagle literally says that. I mean, sounds great. What could go wrong?
Beagle, sit down.
Okay.
And if somebody says we could die,
He
Gurkhan
sits in your seat.
literally responds with,
No, he doesn't.
literally responds with, better to die to go to Stovacor than to be a drone forever. And then walks towards engineering.
I like where your head's at.
Also,
And I stopped. I stopped because
You realize you didn't get orders.
I was going to grab a burger too.
Also, instead of luring them into a pocket, we could, once locating a pocket, use our Bassard collectors to collect the explosive material and then eject it through the warp coils.
Out of context. All right, Riker. He hasn't done that yet. But I like where this plan is going. I like it. Jessica, if you and Walsh find that collector nebula we can lure them to, Gurkhan, Raul, you work on the shields.
I honestly think he should be helping her with that.
Then you can say that.
Literally, Lieutenant Gurkhan goes, Lieutenant Commander Arjun Raul, aren't you a specialist in stellar cartography and stellar phenomena? And
New plan. Raul, you help Jessica find Walsh find that nebula. Gurkhan, do the shield thingy. Beagle,
Yes, sir.
stay frosty.
Yes, sir. He kind of like,
our shields are also still overcharged right now.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that's going to be a lot of something.
So, what do you figure? An extended task? Everyone basically gets a roll.
Yeah.
Three breakthroughs.
And work.
I'm
total-
thinking work 10. Magnitude is probably 3.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to
Uh,
assist.
Okay, so magnitude is. Yeah, magnitude is 3. Gurkhan, sorry, there's people above us, so if you hear the thump thump thump, that's why.
What did you do?
Just reading my rules for the science officer.
so it's important.
I literally took like an
No,
science
we'll let Tim find out when we do it.
yeah. I took like a demo science officer and just made her a Trill instead of a Vulcan. Pretty much all it was. There wasn't much change. I took medic science instead of medicine because I'm like, well, because this was originally written when you were going to be the medic.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we can have a medic, and then in the background a science officer. And a Trill who's afraid of death is going to study stellar phenomenon rather than studying Xeno.
Yeah. I would rather look at stuff through a microscope.
And the cool thing about a Trill is you can just give it a different name every time, make lots of different personalities showing up.
So, Gurkhan, as you start to work on the plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle the one.
Okay, you're not gonna.
No.
Okay. 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 No, don't look.
I saw one with a circle and I got the shield.
Okay.
The other one I'm gonna
Yep.
keep.
Yep. All right. Okay. Magnitude 3, breakthroughs 3, and work 10.
Okay.
Who's going first? And what are you going to roll for? Do you want to roll for a command to start everyone off?
I can roll for command, and then Walsh can help because he's helping with them after. 'Cause
Sure.
He's
But
gotta
you
plot the
get
course,
one
but
roll,
yes.
right? So,
I'll leave Walsh alone. They've got enough help.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to rally the troops.
Is that the one where you get momentum?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can
you
give them
try
some
and max
momentum.
out your momentum pool.
Yeah. Gave nice, precise orders, and we'll see if we can get them.
Those were really good orders, and I
Yeah.
like that. That's kind of like
Hey, we're
you guys came
calculating
up with
the
a pretty
apocalypse.
precise plan.
Like, I heard that from a 20th century movie. It was fun.
Yeah, three successes.
Three
Because I'm going to
successes.
use bridge command under my command for
Okay.
that to be a critical. So that would be 3 momentum.
All right.
That'll kind of max out the pool.
That's your pool at 6. Okay, so here's the catch with your
Group work.
the group work. So this is happening like kind of all simultaneously, all working away at it. It is complicated I will remember this time. So 18, 19, 20s will be crit fails.
Okay.
Because you're doing something that's potentially very hazardous to the ship and to the ship.
So,
So-
I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you why that will...
No, you tell me after. It doesn't
Well,
need to.
you'll know immediately when I roll.
I'm sure I will. You're probably just going to do something magical, but
I'm going to start
yeah.
I'm
Hashtag something
by
magical.
declaring I'm going to jury rig this. So,
Jesus.
Anytime he says those words in that order,
It makes me uncomfortable.
yeah.
I'm also, since Arjun Rawl is working
Yeah.
with the Yazikov, spending a momentum to
Yes.
collaborate with her.
Ooh. What does collaboration do?
So, I'm choosing my science discipline. You get to use my science of 5.
Fantastic.
And I'm also going to choose stellar phenomenon as the focus. You essentially have that focus as well.
Great.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Well done.
All
So is
for
that
one
your
moment.
action, or is that? do you
That's
get to
one of my.
roll?
That's one of my talents. That's just a talent.
Gee whiz. All right, so why don't we do you two first?
Okay.
Zaddy's just sitting in his chair.
God, I love my crew. Yeah.
You know, I really question how well this was
I
going
just
to
sent
go.
to
when I
you.
took
It's like
command.
all the. Here's all the compositions that we were looking for.
What a good use. Should have used nothing. I'm going to use.
oh shit, it's the board?
Oh shit, it's the board. I think I've already used that. Can you use it twice?
Yeah, if you can come up with a better one to use, I'd like, or not a better one, just a different one. I'd prefer.
I'd say like Yeskov is pretty focused right now on getting everybody out alive.
Yeah.
And I'll use protect your people
Okay.
as a value
Yeah. Okay.
to reroll this sucker. Come on. Woo!
There you go.
So that's 2 critical successes. 4 successes.
Nicely done. So it was magnitude 3, right? So you're gonna get momentum for you.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Do you do a thing?
He could support roll to see if he adds to that.
Oh, am I supporting or am I also doing a work roll on it?
You're also doing a work roll.
Yeah.
So that'll be
'cause we're both-
separate, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, okay.
you're gonna roll your work now, which is your science, which is
Which
5.
is 5, thanks to me.
And I think you can use a momentum to roll an extra work dice because it works kind of like damage for.
I think you are correct.
Yeah. So if you want to give me that momentum back instead of putting it in the pool.
Is
You
this
leave
yours?
mine alone.
Okay.
I'm gonna need
So
that.
you get to roll 6 dice into the box now, and this counts as the amount of work you're doing. I should have made this work higher, I think. I'm still learning how to do the tracks. Yeah, definitely should have made it higher.
Well, she didn't get the 2 for the 5s and 6s. 5 and
Still.
1. Yeah, fair. Or you can make it per person, right?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We're close to the end of the night,
So
so
it's just like 6s are just 1, right?
Yeah,
correct.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Correct.
5 work. It's like damage. Yeah.
Okay, so 5 work,
I usually just shoot things.
and that's a breakthrough.
Great.
So you guys have 1 of your 3 breakthroughs and 5 of your 10 work done. Your turn.
Buy a dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's reason science, right?
Yes.
Ah!
I see a 20.
20, 20, 20, but you got...
Test and test again.
You have cautious. You can reroll a die if you buy a die with momentum.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna do that.
Here's one.
That's probably still a success.
3 successes. Oh no, my bad. 4 successes.
What's the focus?
Stellar
Astro-
phenomenon.
astros. Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at clouds.
Space clouds.
Space
Man, Starfleet makes them good, eh?
Apparently, I did really well on the requisition
was
forms
4?
for this crew.
Yeah.
So
Buy another.
buy another. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh, that wasn't 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 work, which puts you guys at 6.
Okay.
So you've got 6 of 10 and 1 of 3.
Okay, and then my turn with the shield.
Your turn with the shields, which
2
is
dice.
part of the same group.
I get a third for testing a theory.
I spent the first turn pointing out everything hazardous. Yes.
So, like I said, I'm going to jury rig,
No.
which
Mhm.
reduces the difficulty by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Means that the fix only lasts one scene, and then me repairing it increases this difficulty by 1 when I gotta fix the shields and deflector just later.
Okay.
So, difficulty 1 for this task.
No, wait. Say that again.
Jury rig reduces the difficulty of this task by 2, but it lasts for only a scene, and me having to repair at the end of the scene is difficulty increased by 1.
Okay.
Basically, he's trying to burn out our stuff. to
Gotcha.
do
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Okay.
3 successes.
Just made it.
1, 2, 4 by 1 for 6.
Okay.
And this is going to be using in the nick of time.
Which means
Every effect I roll is an additional work. So I rolled 2, 4, 6, 8 work.
okay. And there's your next 2 breakthroughs. Definitely got to increase the work for you guys.
At least for the
for him,
engineer.
Yeah.
Well, this one, like
I was like,
It required 2 characters to get that
the
one.
security
I
officers.
did this all by
yeah,
myself.
this is true. Yeah,
While
okay.
eating a burger.
See, like that. the
Well,
security
eating a
officer-
burger. Okay.
The security officer did so well because the science officer was over her shoulder poking it and saying, no, not that, not that, not that, not that. Oh, I have to work too.
Okay.
Uh,
So
See what Admiral Shrev did when he assigned me to the command? He was like, I'm going to give them delinquents that are actually really good at their job.
yeah.
But I'm not telling
Oh
them
my
anything.
God! You're the Starfleet Suicide Squad. Shit. But we write better. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So, you guys enact your plan. Still takes about half an hour, and still no reaction. At some point through that, you see that the tractor beam starts to flicker, but then maintains, and you guys you hit the go button.
Before the go button goes, I literally say, as I'm ready, Captain, there's a high possibility that we might lose our deflector dish.
I go, that's acceptable in this instance. Is everybody ready?
you escaped him.
Cool.
You saved the bad news for last.
well, like all the micrometeorites, the deflector dish will no longer be protected
Okay.
us from.
And our shields will probably be down too.
Don't tell anybody that.
Okay.
All right. Walsh, you ready to take us in?
Hi, Captain.
Raul?
He sounds just like Beagle.
He's done.
Can't believe this. Can't believe we're going to try this.
The cousin.
Raul, we're all good?
As good as we're probably going to be.
Good answer.
Okay. Yes,
Ready.
Cobb, you've got phases ready for that gas? Whatever that means.
You hear the Klingon scream, "Today is a good day to die." The fucking Tellarite's like,
What?
The Delran say just that. No actual response. Just
Overcome. In the moment of our need, we shall prevail. Engage.
all right. So the energy comes siphoning in, and you can see it kind of glow from the point on the Borg cube, and your shields just kind of like all lights on the bridge go like that painful bright. Things shower with sparks. Consoles explode.
engineer the warp core starts.
Everything
super
is
fast.
and then you feel the whole ship like just does that like shimmy 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 and then all of a sudden break, and you hear Walsh yell over the kind of like chaos going on the bridge. Tractor beam down.
Walsh, go!
Aye, Captain, and punches it. And as he punches it, you hear a couple of the consoles go. I need you to roll a fitness and what's the when a breach happens at somebody's console?
Fitness and security is what it usually is, but let me just double check. 220 something with the engineering consoles.
Okay with that. Backflip out of the way.
Breach. Impact. Computers. Engines. Sensors, structure.
I ruined the
Wasn't
moment by having to
75.
look this up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, you just roll a d6, and if an effect is rolled, a random person on the bridge is killed.
D6.
If you roll a 5 or a 6, somebody's
I
dead.
don't want the DM dice.
No. You're rolling the DM dice.
Oh.
No!
Somebody dies on the bridge.
All right, so an explosion goes off. Your shields are breached double.
Okay, so we got 2 breaches on our shields.
And you guys launch out of there.
Technically, there is no shield thing.
And you're
so-
just ripping crap
Structure?
through. Structure. And you just punch through. And as you do, you hear Yazikov hits the button for the phasers. Phasers go off. Explosions happen behind you. Ship is like pushed through the wake. And you guys kind of like are spat out of this now blossoming, exploding stellar
Nebula
thing. And you're doing that like angled drift with like the arc of energy around your ship and like a couple damages. And that's where we fade to black. To be continued until next week. Or 2 weeks.
Yes, the GM determines who died with that roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
GM knows. He already wrote it down.
That's why I'm not on the bridge. We'll leave all the character sheets here.
Yeah, you can leave all the characters here. Thanks for watching, everyone. We had lots of fun. We're going to try 7 to 9 from now on because we noticed that getting to my place for 6:30 was a little bit tight. So, yeah, we'll be on at 7 in 2 weeks. You can follow us at the GM Tim on Twitter, Instagram, my page, thegmtim.ca, and keep watching us and subscribe on the Dice Guys on Twitch so you can know when our next show is going to be. How about you guys? Anything you want to...
I might get to play Sofek next time.
Yeah, you get to play Sofek. Oh, yeah, you can come join our Fleet Cups on Star Trek Online. We all play, and it's lots of fun. We have a blast, and we actually have some new people playing. We might be doing a new group thing. We're gonna do some stuff. So
And in that fleet, I'm an admiral.
yeah,
Admiral?
yeah,
Admiral.
Admiral. Yeah.
Not
We were doing this for way too much. Anyways, thanks for watching. We will see you again. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.